Okay, welcome, great souls. Wonderful to be here as always. And, one of the big themes for me personally and for yoga in general is this returning to our true nature, returning to peace. The soul's nature is peace. And, who doesn't want that, right? And we have, I think I could stretch and say we have moments of this, but of course life hits us with inevitable gyrations, and it's we navigate that. Another part of the piece is patience with these gyrations that we find ourselves in life and family situations. So it's so important to know that we can return, and the practice is so much about that in different ways we can do that. So we're going to, some people find imagery helpful. For example, the Buddhists said it many times, the blue sky of awareness, the clouds come in and out, thoughts and feelings come and go. Can we return to that? Yes, that blue sky of awareness. If you like the idea of the ocean as an imagery, ocean, surface, chop, ripple, the surface is changing all the time, but returning to the depths of the ocean. So if you're a visual person, this imagery as well as breath work combined can be helpful, as well as getting the stuck stuff out of our bodies and out of our minds. So let me just read from Affirmations for Self-Healing by Kriyananda before we do our breath work about patience. It's a short paragraph. Patience means adjusting to whatever is in life rather than wishing it were something else. Patience is a prerequisite for every type of success, for it is when we work with things as they are that we can change them to a direction we would like them to be. So resisting things is natural, but when we accept that, then we can begin that change process. Okay, so I thought that was a succinct way to say it. I'm going to step back for the breath work, and we will be breathing the entire time, but particularly in a focused pranayama. All right, with this one, spatial relationship here, you're going to have the left ankle, is that good? Okay, the left ankle in front of the right hand on the heart. This will be Eagle Heart Mudra, then the left hand over it. And the difference here is going to be, or the focus here, I should say, is when we do our inhalation, belly, heart, full yogic breath. On the inhale, I want the tongue to hit the roof of the mouth. On the exhale, the tongue and the floor of the mouth. So at first I'll have my mouth open a couple times, but then I'll close the mouth. On the inhale, the tongue hits the roof. On the exhale, the floor. Okay? So first, just let's tune in and breathe. One full yogic breath. Belly, heart, crown opens. On the exhale, crown, heart, belly, feet. Okay, inhale, tongue at the roof of the mouth. Exhale, tongue at the floor. I'm just having the mouth open to exaggerate it. Feel the shoulders softening. Inhale, tongue at the roof of the mouth, full yogic breath. Exhale, tongue at the floor. Now gently close the lips. Inhale. You know where the placement is. The tongue on the inhale. Focus gently inwardly at the spiritual eye. And exhale. Do a couple more rounds at your pace and timing. This is excellent to reduce anxiety, tension, returning to our natural peace of the soul's nature. Hear that oceanic sound? This comes from energy psychology. And as you're doing another couple rounds, my intention is returning to peace and patience, but you 2 minutes here what quality you would like to invoke in the practice today. What's coming up for you? All right, when you finish your exhale, let's go ahead and bring the left ear over to the left shoulder, left hand on the right side of the head, stretch through that right arm, right side of the neck. Opening up. Keep breathing in and out. I've never actually tried this, moving the tongue on the side here. Maybe we just do regular breathing. Inhale, lengthen and grow. And be right here to the right shoulder without jamming that left shoulder out. In fact, we want to press it down through the fingertips and open up that side of the neck. Full belly breathing. See if you could soften the eyes and the jaw. Okay, lengthen up. Shoulders roll up, back, down, and around. Right. And we're going to come on to the earth. So, and definitely you want a strap, probably a block if you have it. But definitely a strap because we'll be working on those hips opening to the side. But first, we'll just take a curl up, heart lifting up, eye gaze up, and then exhale, tucking the tailbone under, and we'll shimmy shake down. Low back, mid back, upper back, press through the feet, stretch through the arms, stretch through the legs. Just really, really extend. And think of a mini Shavasana here. Soften and just reflect on something pleasant that's happened in the last couple days. Could be the simplest thing, enjoying a cup of tea, along with your pet, or walk outside, whatever it is, just simple, 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 but heartfelt, pleasant. I'm going to expand on that. We want to open up to those moments. And then what we're going to do is plant the feet and curl up. We're going to do a few curls here. Strengthening the core, which will help the low back. Pulse it up. And then melt down with control. Low, mid, upper back. As you stretch out, maybe decide what island you'd like to be on. Sandy beach. Maybe it's the ocean here. All right. A little more intensity. So when we bend the knees, the focus is really on keeping that low back plugged in. We're going to, again, strengthen the low back. Have the arms up. And then extend the legs like eye level. And now bend one knee, the right knee toward your right shoulder. And then switch. Now you can either hold on like I'm doing as you switch and breathe, or more challenging is having the arms either down by your side. This is level B. The hardest challenge is the arms overhead. But your focus is keeping the low back imprinted into the earth As we exhale, the tension out. At your pace and timing. Make sure you even it off here. And then both knees hugging in toward the shoulders, circling around. Knees wide, hips open. 3 times in each direction. All right, prepping. I'm going to have my strap on my side. Folding that right knee in. Let's just go ahead and point and flex, point and flex. That's it. And then if your back's okay, go ahead and extend that left leg, feel the toes back. Lying down lunge, climbing up the calf. Maybe use your strap, maybe use your hands. Turn up to the side here a little more. Now, put some weight through that right hip and cheek left hip and cheek and left leg to counteract that tendency to go too far to the side here. Keep returning. If that visual helps you, the sky, blue sky of awareness, representing peace, that's a true nature, already whole, already free, or perhaps the ocean at the depths, and the top at the surface. Now we're going to take our strap and place it around the ball of the foot, or you can use a towel or a shirt. Okay. Draw that right thigh away from you. Same arm, same leg. We're going to open up. We've done this. It's been a couple classes, I believe, but we've done this in the past. The key, one of the keys as we open the hip flexor is not to jam that hip way up high. You know, maybe you could do that, but that's not going to open the hip in the greatest degree. We want space in that right hip flexor. I'm going to choke up on the strap a little bit. Widen through the heart. Hip opener, heart opener. Now we'll let that neck opener, neck release as we sweep the left arm up and over. Affirming divine life is within me and all around me. Divine life is within me and all around me. Further, we're returning to natural peace. And we're tuning in to the divinity within, all around us. Okay, engage the core. Lift this leg up. And we're going to reverse it. So we'll draw that right thigh away from you, cross over. The toes of the left foot are pointing upward. Okay. Open through the heart. You can choke up on the strap if you like. And then sweep this arm up and around. Maybe you're affirming peace, whatever that quality is for you. Patience. It's a practice, we know. Accepting to get to acceptance. It's a process depending on the situation, and then what can we do from there? Okay. Engage the core, lengthen and grow. Exhale, hover the left heel off the ground, add some ab strength, core strength, and then ease that strap down by your side. Simultaneously, head comes on the ground, stretching the arms up overhead. Reach through that right arm, right leg, and then widen into Shavasana, arms down by our side. Just luxuriate in that solar opening on the right side, right hip, right shoulder, side of neck especially. You want to rock a little bit, rocking that right leg from the hip, windshield wiper it, head turns to the left. Add more tension release. past trauma release. Clear now. Stabilizing and breathing. Let's try that next inhale, tongue at the roof of the mouth. Exhale, tongue at the floor. Okay, of course, we want our lunar side to feel the benefits. We're going to draw the inner borders of the feet together. It's nice to really ground. Grounding in gratitude. Draw that left knee in, point and flex. Point and flex. Shoulders away from the ears. Circling. Tuning in to your left hip. You know, it's a different situation going on there. Okay. If it's too much on your back, always bend that knee. Okay, help it out, lifting the leg up, climbing the calf, or using your strap around the ball of the foot. Demonstrate here. Evening out by energizing this right cheek, right hip, all the way through the right heel. Several breaths. Deep in the belly, deep in the lungs, deep in the ribs and heart. Hear that oceanic sound at your throat. Again, bringing that quality, patience, peace, very much connected. When you're ready, we're going to go into the deeper hip opener with the legs to the side. The left leg foot turns out to the side, and we open up. Make sure there's some space in that left hip flexor, open through the heart. Reach to that right heel as well. Very expansive, very expansive. From here, the right arm comes up and over, releasing the neck. And affirming divine life is within me and all around me. Divine life is within me and all around me. Open to those moments. Divine life is here, but we're tuning in. We're tuning in. We're attuning. All right. And now where we're going, we're going to engage the core. You can bend the knee a little bit if that's helpful. Stretching up, reset the spine, and then switch the hand, draw that thigh away from you. Pull, you got a lot of space around you. This takes a lot of space. And rotate the right toes up. Press through the shoulders and open the heart as the leg extends over. You can stay here, or you can sweep arm up and over. Bringing in your quality. Oh, we feel good. For you to take it in body. Of course, there will be fluctuations. We know that. We know that, but we want a baseline to return to blue sky of awareness. Clouds will come and go. Chop of the ocean will happen. At the depth of it, aware of it. Engaging the core. Responding as best as possible, moment to moment, situation by situation. Okay. And then we release the strap and simultaneously stretching the arms up and over. Take your time. When that left heel touches, stretch through the lunar side, the left side, left arm, left leg, left side of the torso. And soften into a wide Shavasana. So whenever grounding, floor work is excellent for rooting and opening. You want to rock your left leg from the hip This is optional, and then the head turns to the right, back to center. At your pace, at your timing, your practice. And then take a moment to stabilize. We'll do a couple breath cycles here. Full yogic breath. If you'd like try to tune into the inhale with the tongue at the roof of the mouth. And then the exhale, tongue at the floor. Gently. Soft interiorization of the spiritual eye. In the central channel, we neutralize duality. It's part of this fluctuation. We're in this, we can return to our center. And we could be in our center, of course, throughout whatever appears. And the knees. Happy baby. So we've got these open hips. We'll continue to open. And we'll rock side to side. Releasing the lumbar, the back, shoulders, head, and neck, as well as going from side to side. That's releasing the neck. And we rock side to side. All right. Let's see if we can curl up or you want to roll to the side and come up. So, again, coming up. Maybe we'll give it a little I'm going to bend my right knee to help me out here. A lengthening growth. And then we bring our hands down. We take our time. If you went to your side, still roll and open up these reflex points of the feet. If you can, reverse tabletop it. Lifting the hips up if your neck's all right. Any neck issues, keep the chin drawing down. Otherwise, head goes back. Let's go up. Inner arms draw toward one another. Continuing the awareness of the breath in all movements. And then easing, tucking the chin, easing down. And we'll roll up all the way this time, taking a gradual into our forward fold, Uttanasana. Feet maybe hip width apart or a little bit wider, large toes in, shake that very gently. Not only releasing the neck, but releasing any burdens, overburdens of the mind, over worries, overthinking. You want to massage the back of the neck? It's always a nice option. Back of the scalp. You know, this is a dome. It's pretty, can get gridlocked. We want to open it up and let it draw the wisdom from the spiritual eye. As we move through our day. And then we bend the knees in our chair pose. So those inevitable crunchy stuff that we're faced with, we can work with it. We can slice it. And then inhale, expand up. If something super angry gets you, make a fist with your hands, and then you make a sound. Whooshing sound. So release as we sweep back. So squeeze the fist and then, okay. Coming up. So we work with these fluctuations as well, right? Arms come down by our side. Find those balance points of the feet, 4 points on the feet. Yield into the earth. Mountain pose, lengthen through the crown. Okay, we some nice floor work there. Now we're going to go into more heat in our standing poses. So go at your pace, bringing the hands to the heart, bringing in those souls, those beings you'd like to send love, healing energy too. It's time of gratitude, this appreciation. Notice family, friends, whoever comes up, we want to bring them onto our mat and tune in to their higher consciousness for their opening up to their greater well-being. And the crown, and then we lengthen up. And what's going to happen here is we're going to swan dive and maybe go into our first down dog of the day. Full body stretch. Move my strap up to the side. Keep pressing and opening the base of the fingers, the presence in the hands as you tread back and forth. Inviting that quality in, ease, patience, radiates through every cell of my body, every fiber of my being. Now, you may or may not be able to do three-legged dog. You can stand down dog. If you can do three-legged dog, draw the inner quarters of the feet together. We're going to lift the right leg up to the sky. Open the hip a bit out to the side, but keep that right shoulder drawing down. And if possible, we're going to do 3 lunges, like a knee to chest in plank. So exhale, hover, and then kick it back. If this is too much, you could do a cat kick with that left knee down on the ground. See what's going on with your body today. Okay, this third one, we hover, but then we step it forward. So let your foot come forward. Let the back foot go 30 degrees. And we sweep the arms back. Okay. Draw that right hip back, left hip forward. We're going to do some what's called sweeping warriors. Sweeping warriors. So we get our foundation solid with our legs. Inhale, the arms sweep up. I attune my will to the source of all power, and then we sweep forward. Upper body comes forward, arms reach back. Okay. We'll do this several times. Inhale, sweeping up, attuning. I attune my will to the source of all power, and then down. If you fall like me, you just hold, you just tap down. Inhale, open the toes, exhale. Okay. Sweeping warrior 1. Now we bring our arms out to the side. That right knee is bent. Left elbow underneath the right, if possible, eagle arms or variation. Okay. Pulse it up. We'll just do this once or twice. And then come down. It's strong. Meant to be. Inhale, pulse it up. Exhale down. Now, it may be a lot to stay with the arms in eagle pose. So we'll take a moment, probably easier, to step that back foot in. And this is where I'm going to grab my block. Just have it by the little toe side of the foot. We're going to come up because it's easier to go that left elbow underneath again. To Garandasana, to me, from a standing and a ground up variation. So that drishti gaze, focusing gently, but concentrated at a point in front of you or on the floor as you lift that right leg and cross over the knee. If you're sitting on a chair, Garandasana. Amidst life's storms, I can return to my center. I can return to peace. I can try to cultivate patience. If I don't, if I lose it, I chop it. I do what I need to do to release that energy. It's all part of it. I can come back to my center. Unravel. Lift up. And Let it swirl, let that energy swirl all around you. I know it's a lot. Yeah, side to side. Shoulders with the Garandasana and hips with the warrior one. So we're going to do the same things to the other side, but we're going to do a flow through classic vinyasa cobra before we go into our flow series. So I'm going to get some water here. Yay, body. Okay, palms pleasant. Bringing the hands to the heart. Have your block by your other side here. I'll be using it. Gratitude for this. Anybody you'd like to bring into your heart and onto the mat as we, whatever your prayer of care is for them. It's a personal thing. Spiritual eye, crown, lengthen and grow, swan dive forward. Forward, fold. Inhale. Step back to plank this time. Create a strong line of energy. Couple breaths here. And then one forearm down. Then the opposite. Keep the strength going if you can. And then the knee, tops of the knees touch down. And rocking side to side. Looking over one shoulder. Center, and then the opposite. Okay. Move this down a little bit forward. Bhujangasana, cobra. So let's recharge and strengthen the legs. Press the tops of the feet into the earth. Recharging the spine. Inhale, baby cobra. Inhale, coming up on the knees or perhaps off the knees. Stick out the tongue. I gaze up. 2 or 3 breaths here. Open in the heart and the throat and all the chakras. Okay, knees tap down. Let's take a nice wide balasana. Knees on the outer corners of the mat, resting at the spiritual eye prayer pose. Deep belly breathing. Hearing that oceanic sound. You can't help but hear that sound of the breath here. Within every breath lies infinite power. Power to return to the true self. Quality of peace or patience, whatever you're cultivating. And then switching to one rounded cat. Knees come in before we go into our down dog. Toes turn under. Exhale. Bring in. Inhale, scooping out. That's it. Neutral spine. Hover the knees off the earth. Couple breaths here. And then the pouring back. Full body stretch. Stable or fluid. Go side to side and small figure 8s here. Small half circles in the hips. You take it any direction you like. Peace radiates through every cell of my body, every fiber of my being. We're affirming our highest truth as we bring the inner borders of the feet together. I just need a little more space. I'm moving up here. If possible, left leg lifts up. 3-legged dog. Left knee bends to the chest, plank. Perhaps, or we could be in that cat. Extend again. And knee to chest. Last one of this series. And the left knee comes toward the chest and then steps through into our warrior one. Set it up, legs be grounded. Inhale, lifting up. Okay, tracking the left knee over the second toe, left hip back, right hip forward. Back foot at a 30-degree angle. We're ready for our Virabhadrasana 1. But this time we went forward, back, which we'll do, but we'll also go side to side. So inhale, lengthen. Exhale, palms down, east, west. I attune my will to the source of all power. So we can flow with either the forward back or the side side. All right, from here, moving down, we're going to bring that right elbow in our Garandasana arms, our eagle arms, our lunge legs, lifting the tips of the elbows, deep shoulder opener, maybe too much. So we modify and we pulse it up again. Flat. And then release out. You could stay in transition, but I'm recommending taking it gradual, stepping that back foot in. I'm going to block over, coming up. So the left elbow under, looking at the drishti gaze, the gentle focus, the concentration of your goal, of your quality as you wrap that right knee around. Lift the tips of the elbows. Amidst life's challenges, I could be in my center. I can come back to it. I can bring that quality in. Patience, as best as I can. We may not always be there. We want to forgive ourselves and express and release it. All that is important. All the different modes. But we can come back. The tips of the elbows, unravel. Ooh, a lot. Circle around. All right, so forward, back. Now we want to go out to the side. So we did our hip opener to the side. And now what we want to take is have our face this direction. We're going to do our revolve triangle. So you can either do it with a bent knee or a straight leg. I'm deciding as I think it. I'm going to take it from the bent knee variation. Okay. So the left knee bends. Inhale. Sweeping the arms out. Coming forward. Placing. Block by the instep. Now the key is bringing that right corner of the abdomen over toward the left, twisting. We're off the back heel. Okay, so in our bent knee triangle, it's like this. In our straight leg, just what it says. It's straight leg. Energy and joy fill my body cells. Energy and joy fill my body cells. So refreshing or resetting, cleansing from inside out. Slowly release. If you're a bent knee, you're going to straighten into our pyramid pose. Left hip back, right hip forward, bowing to the wisdom of the heart. Now, yeah. Letting that quality, the wisdom, perhaps, guide your way. Ensure the heart and head are connected. And then we lengthen and grow, looking forward. Softening the knee and stepping the right foot forward. Moving the block out to the side. This time, if you can, either grab the large toe with these fingers or palms underneath the soles of the feet. And our Uttanasana, our forward fold. Relaxing and casting, letting go.
overthinking. Stuff that doesn't help us. Acceptance is a big part, and then moving from there. Is there anything else? Is there anything else from that point that I can do once I accept whatever the circumstances are? All right, let's flow through again before we go to our triangle to the other side. So step it back to plank. Couple pulses if you can, half push-up. Building that strength. And knee, chest, chin, touch. We're going to locust. Arms down by your side. We're going to lift the upper body and the legs simultaneously. Inhale, pulsing up. Recharging the spine. Exhale, ease. That effort and ease, finding that balance. Maybe arms go out to the side. Inhale, pulse up. Exhale, ease. We'll do a little bilateral, right arm down, left arm forward. Pulsing the left arm, the right leg, pulse up. Come halfway down, we'll do this a couple times. Pulse up again, recharge, down. 3 times one side, left arm, right leg, and rest before we go to the other side at the spiritual eye. Just take that in, soften the shoulders. Full yogic breath on our belly. Okay. All right. Right arm extend, left arm down. We're lifting our right arm, our left leg, pulse it up. Use it down 3/4 of the way. And again, pulse up, recharge, effort, and ease. And that's checking out this surroundings, a little different adjustment. Inhale, pulse up, and ease. Breathing in, breathing out, full yogic breathing on our bellies. The quality as we rise up. Now for our Cobra Bhujangasana. Inhale, your choice. Exhaling. Opening all the chakras. All right. Easing back, walking the hands back, wrists underneath the shoulders, pouring back to down dog or cat. Gotta get in on the action. No. Okay, invoking the quality. Peace radiates through every cell of my body, every fiber of my being. We'll make small circles with the head if you like. And then stepping 1 foot forward, and then the other, one hand. Really quickly bending the knees. Heart lifts, sweeping up. We find ourselves today in some kind of crunching moment. You can make a fist and just physically try to release it. Breathing in, or maybe just tense the body so the person or whoever doesn't see, but you release out. Okay, pulsing out. Coming back to our mountain for a moment. Swirling and rooting. And getting ready for our triangle to the other side. So, you do, obviously, you do the bent knee,
We'll do the bent knee on that side, do the straight leg, do the straight leg. Sorry, something happened just there. Move that out of the way. I'm afraid to move it. I hope you can see. Can you see? Okay. All right, there was something that popped in. All right, Tigger. I'm gonna work around you. I'm going to have my block here. Bending that knee. Right hip back, left hip forward. Now, when we come forward, we're twisting, we're bringing the left corner of the abdomen toward the right. Now we're getting a wonderful twist for the spine. We're lifting off that back heel. If we are in straight leg triangle, both legs are straight. Head to tail connected. Energy and joy. Fill my body cells. Energy and joy. Fill my body cells. Or any affirmation that speaks to you. Visualization or just tune into sensation in the body. And then resting here in pyramid. Toes facing forward. Bowing to the wisdom of the heart. A lot of love. Okay. So much joy you bring us. And then we're going to take it from here. We're going to soften that front knee and we're just going to step the back foot forward in our forward fold. Maybe walking the hands over to the little toe side of the right foot. Yeah, and then walking over at your pace and timing. Little toe side of the left foot. And back to center. And ready. We've done our standing work. Let's come back to the floor in Malasana. So we go wider with our legs into a squat as best as you can. You could sit on the block. Rocking side to side. Okay. So from here, we'll come down. We're open into a Jani Shirshasana, meaning the left leg extends, the right knee bends. Okay, settle down. Let's have a little twist. So rooting down through both sit bones, you could sit on a blanket. Left hand to right knee, chin parallel twist. Beautiful out there. Inhale, come back to center. Opening up. Shoulders ease, forward fold. This you can also use a strap. Starting with the heart toward the toes. And then melting. It's still active in this left leg, but the upper body is easing down. The upper body is relaxing down. Belly breathing. And again, reflecting on a pleasant moment, or this moment, here now. Gratitude and appreciation for all we have. And this is so classic with this moment with my beloved cat here, just joining us in our yoga. As we twist again, and we emulate the poses after so many animals. We're our teachers as we draw the knee in. And you can either use a strap or extend out in that extended leg variation, then adding that V.
another twist. So that same type of movement with the belly twisting for the internal organs. They're so thankful for this cleansing action we do in all the twists. And then we come back, and then we finish off by just rocking the baby, rocking your shin, opening the hip. It's a hip opener. There's all hip openers, this series, circling around, different ways to open the hips. So many ways. Right. And then we finish it off. Let's finish it off by just extending forward and down. Right. And then shaking it out. Should we shake it? Fantastic. Jani Shirshasana to the other side, bending your left knee, placing the foot and moving the cheek side to side. Okay, adding the twist. So the opposite arm comes over, right hand to the left knee, twisting. That kind of quick, but chin parallel, feel the toes back. Hydrate. And coming forward. So rooting down, heart, bringing others with us on the mat. Appreciation and gratitude as that speaks to you, and folding. Every exhalation, belly draws in, upper body releases down. But that hamstring is quite active. Inhale, coming up, with your family and friends, whoever comes into your heart center here. And we're going to add that B. So we draw the left knee in. You can use your strap. Extend the leg out. Opposite hand or the strap as the twist. Right corner of the abdomen toward the left. 3 breaths here. So I'll angle out so you can see a little better. Now your beach, you like the day, and then bending the knee. And it's a beautiful day out here in Sonoma County as we bring our leg in to rock the baby. There's a tendency to just collapse here, so we want to lift up as much as we can through the heart. And then add the circling, the hydrating, the hip opening. Then I'll pause for the hips. Okay, and here we go, finishing off the Jani Shirshasana series. The wonderful hip series, pigeon as well as wonderful. We won't have time for that. Okay, shake it out. Shake, shake, shake. And we're going to come down onto our spine with the knees bent. Put the back over here. Keep this core activation going. Low back, mid back, upper back. Rest of the feet. Let's just take a moment in butterfly, Supta Baddha Konasana. One hand on the belly, the other hand on the heart. We can do that tongue at the roof of the mouth on the inhale, tongue at the floor on the exhale. We're going to go into bridge. So we'll slowly draw the inner thighs toward one another. Yes. Every thought that bridges back when we catch yourself going into negative thinking. Okay, note that. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reset. Mind hack it. Add in the other variation of thinking that's more balanced, okay? All right, so opening the toes, and we're gonna press at first a little back into the earth, but then we're gonna lift the cheeks off the ground and come into whatever variation of bridge. This is neutral, not too high. If you want to go higher, you rock one shoulder underneath you, then the other. Keep those inner thighs magnetizing toward one another. Those sides. Yeah, but you stay in your bridge. Noticing your thought. Reminding ourselves we could bridge yourself back to a more balanced thought. And when we catch yourself in negative looping, default mechanism, going to deliberate thinking. And we come down with 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So reset. If your hips are okay, sometimes you need to bring the knees in. Otherwise, we'll go back into the Baddha Konasana, the butterfly pose. Shoulders release. Full yogic breath. All the time. Full yogic breaths. Cultivating peace and patience, acceptance, and then from there, or is it, if there is something I can do, what would that be? All right. This is a somatic shoulder opener, so we're going to draw the knees in, feet hip width apart. It's all somatic, but this is special, especially from somatics yoga therapy. So we're clasping our elbows, and what's going to happen here? You're going to keep the low back plugged in, the legs strong. We're going to pour our right elbow down slowly toward the floor. And what this does, it opens the shoulder, but especially that left side of the neck. Keep pressing through the legs. 3 breaths here, neck opener. And then we come back up. Make sure the low back's plugged in. Reset. So we're going to go to the other side slowly. Pour your left elbow toward the earth as the head turns forward. That elbow to the side, which will deeply open. The right's going to open on that side, just the neck muscle, neck here. Keep the legs strong, more engaged. Feel the outside of the neck, the difference on each side. So this is a great somatic neck release to do. And when you're ready, you come back up. And then the final part of this is we interlock, bring the palms up to the sky in front of the chest, soften the elbows a little bit. And then almost like you're drawing a plate or a circle toward the ceiling. Keep that core engaged. 3 times one direction. 3 times the opposite. Shoulder back of the shoulder release. Okay, head back, shoulders connected, of course. All right, we'll do one more movement here. Well, before we go to do a little windshield wiper disease. Always give yourself credit for showing up today, every day, really. Okay, we're going to bring our hands underneath our low back. And we're going to lift the legs up toward the sky, shake them out. Do a bit of an inversion. And then, if you can, we're gonna bring the legs out to the side and then down. This is okay on your lumbar and your hips. It's gonna strengthen your hips, but it may be too much, so you decide. Make the circle smaller if it's too much. 3 to 4 times. Remember how we started way back? With our core and knee chest, we're gonna repeat that. So we're gonna draw the right knee in. Eye gaze toward the toes of the heel lifting off. More intensity, arms overhead. Key is that low back is plugged in. I'll say it again and again. Oh, 4 to 6 to 8 of these, whatever you're feeling. B is the arms down by your side. Use the breaths. Exhale through the mouth. Make sure you're evened out. The slow bicycle, think of it like that. As you draw your knees in, thank you, body. Oh, you can feel mind, and you have awareness of our thought processes. A lot of things just come and go. Following, but other times we'll do some balanced thinking, and then returning to peace, to nature, and patience is a big part of that. So finishing with fish pose, Matsyendratsana, 4 palms down, wrists underneath you. We're going to arc the spine, come onto the back of the head. My soul floats on waves of cosmic light. My soul floats on waves of cosmic light. And pressing through the forearms, sliding the back of the head down. And so now we're always taking soul food every time we practice yoga, intentional breathing, intentional thoughts, sending higher vibrations to others. And tuning in to what would feel best for you for Shavasana. Would it be butterfly? You want to do part of that neck release as I guide you through Shavasana. You could do that suspended. You've done it with the strap. And the back of the head, above the ears. So that's a nice sling situation. I would recommend holding on to you feel secure. Doing this very quickly for those who know this and shifting. So you decide if you want legs up the wall, deeper neck release as we go through our Shavasana, any type of Shavasana that works for you, of course. As you get settled in into a cozy, warm nook, I'm gonna cozy myself, even more so. Return to peace. Vast depths of the ocean. Yeah. Okay, thank you. Okay, as you settle in, we're going to start at the crown. We're going to go from the top down. Just imagine a spiral of light above your crown of the head. And that light is healing energy. It's repairing.
It's merging into the scalp, the forehead, softening. Softening the left eye, feel it first, let it relax, and then feel the right eye, and let it soften. Both together, the front and the back of the eyes. I'm feeling the jaw, first the right side of the jaw, then the left hinge of the jaw, and both together simultaneously. That awareness with the mouth, we'll come back to the awareness of the inside of the mouth, the upper teeth, the lower teeth, inside the left cheek, inside the right cheek, both together. Cheeks soften. When time was activated up and down, you continue or let it relax. See what feels best to you. The throat and the neck soften. Our hearing goes to that in the left ear and the right ear, it goes to the internal sound of the breath. And you can feel the inner ear canals of the left and right ear tuning into that oceanic sound. Soften any barriers in the shoulder, the left shoulder releases away from the ear. Might feel pulsation down that left arm. Pulsation into the palms of the hands, digits of the fingers and thumb. And then move to that right shoulder, inviting it to ease away from the ear. Pulsation down that arm. Sensation in the palms of the hand, fingers and the thumb. And breathing into the chest, the floor, the ceiling, the side walls of the heart, releasing any barriers. The back, upper back, shoulder blades. Soften and oscillate with the breath. Feel the circumference of the ribs. And that healing light is permeating through to the abdomen, releasing any blocked energy there, softening the belly. And the belly open, heart open, we can connect easily. Love, self-compassion, forgiveness, love for others. One that you are strong and resilient, lovable. Sweeping away any unwanted debris, toxicities, healing our organs with this beautiful radiant light, the glands and the skin. Releasing the cheeks left and right. Thighs left and right. Front and back of the knees. Radiant sensations streamlining down the calves, the ankles, the soles of the feet, edges of the toes, and heel. Spiral of healing light, returning you already whole, already free, already aware. Nature, nature. Maybe even remembering a time of joy or pleasantness. And you're always welcome to stay and luxuriate longer in Shavasana if body and mind are desiring that. Otherwise, you're going to gently wiggle the fingers and toes. Draw the knees to the chest. Maybe rock on your side, maybe not. Quality. I will send healing energy to others through their own sound, visualizing any persons, a planet, whatever comes to your spiritual eye that you would like to send healing energy to. I'm going to rub hands together. And from the heart, let the home sound vibrate. And bringing the hands in namaste. Bowing to the wisdom of your heart, seeing that light of conscious awareness within everyone and everything. That's where we are one. And